Welcome to the Lads AM podcast, a show for those late night ramblings you only get when the rest of the world is asleep. This show is available in both podcast and Let's Play form. Check out our social media to find out how to listen the way you want to. Tonight, we are playing Alright, now if you're listening to this, I have a question. To anyone listening to this, do you guys think that tractors have motors in them?
And are they vehicles?
Are they considered vehicles?
If you had the option of a tractor, guitars, and a baseball player, and you had to choose a motor vehicle, which one would you choose?
Of the four, which one is most of like a motorized vehicle?
It does make you wonder.
It really makes you wonder, man. It makes you really rethink.
Fortunately, I'm not a robot, so.
Unlike Dustin here.
Yeah, I might be a robot.
Okay,
We went through a lot of work to get this going.
Yeah, let's see. Where does it start?
Just to put things
my
in
broken
perspective,
laptop.
I'm pretty sure we had to put more effort into setting up for this podcast than we did last one.
The camping.
True.
Yeah.
So it starts yesterday when we originally wanted to record. And I plugged in my mic and realized I could hear myself. And I said, Matt, how can I stop hearing myself, assuming it would just be an easy answer?
I thought it would be too.
I thought it would just be like, oh, just press this button and we're all good. I was like, okay, I'll press this button. Oh, perfect.
With
But
the
no, it wasn't
caveat
that.
being that Dustin's using my old laptop, by the way.
Which the only problem with this laptop is that it didn't hold the charge. As far as we were concerned, the only problem with this laptop, we were told, was that you just had to keep it plugged in the whole time, not something that's difficult to work with. Little did we know that's not true. Not true at all.
Yeah.
We would only over the course of doing this, we'd hear Rob chirping, being like, "Oh yeah, it just does." Sometimes that one that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Sometimes that just happens. So it starts with that.
Yeah.
Because Dustin's using a weird computer, so we have to do that, but it doesn't work. Well, the aux, you couldn't put your headphones into the regular.
So before even that, I tried plugging my headphones to a laptop, but Discord didn't recognize it for some reason, and that's when Matt told me, "Oh, just plug it into your actual mic."
Because that's an aux.
Yeah, so I did that,
fine.
Which worked, but the problem was I was also hearing myself. And had I known it would have been so difficult, I just wouldn't have said anything. But I didn't. So,
I mean, I've had that before. Or at least my mic did that when I first got it, and it can be hard to talk sometimes. Well, whilst also listening to yourself, it can kind of cause you to you feel like you need to slow down to match your voice, but you don't. It also depends on how delayed it is. If it's good, you can kind of
that's the thing. Like, it wasn't really delayed at all.
Oh.
There's like zero delay.
Well,
yeah, I've had that issue with OBS where I tried streaming listening to myself before, because technically, from what I've heard, that's how you're supposed to do it. But
well, I think if you're going through OBS, like if you're trying to monitor through OBS, I think there's more lag between it.
Yeah,
because what Dustin has, if you're plugged right through in your mic, there's no latency because it's just going instantly back into your headphones. But Dustin wanted it turned off, and I wasn't about to let that stand.
Yeah.
So upon this happening, I'm like, okay, well, you got to open. Razer has software. I've used Razer products in the past. You got to open You got to get Razer Synapse, is what it's called. So we download that, but it doesn't open.
Yep, I even click on Let's Get Started. It just straight up doesn't open.
Does not open. Kind of a dumb thing for a piece of software to do is not run.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of the main thing it's supposed to do. And at this point, it was like 11, right? Like 11:30.
Yeah.
So we're like, all right, well, the best bet is that when you turn the computer on tomorrow, it works and we can record the podcast tomorrow. So day goes by, go to sleep, I go to work, everyone does their things. After work, I message Justin being like, hey, did you have him to open it and see if it worked or not? He says no, and it didn't. So I'm like, all right, cool.
Still
bet.
couldn't even open.
Would not open. Let's go into Discord and figure it out. All right. Should have been an easy process. Again, should have been very simple.
It's one job to open.
All he has to do is stream his computer desktop, and I can fix it. Oh no! He keeps crashing every time he needs to stream something through Discord. Yep. Apparently, even though he was doing it fine yesterday, streaming through Discord just crashes Discord today. That's fun.
5 different times we tried it, and every single time it just crashed.
So we're like, okay, so we're gonna have to do this blind. That's okay. I think George is here at this point. Yeah, George is here.
George was the first one to voice chat.
Yeah. So we're trying to figure this out. It was, I don't know, Rob, were you here when I told George that I was in charge?
No,
he wasn't here for that.
Oh, so
George tried helping.
George had, what was it? It was it in your mic in? Yeah, it was your mic inputs, right?
I'm not even so sure what it was.
Forget what it was. But Georgia was like, I was telling Rob fuck, I'm so out of it. We spent so long trying to figure this shit out.
Yeah.
I told Dustin to do something, and Georgia was like, "No, wait, Dustin, do this or like try this," and I go, "No," because I tried that yesterday.
It was Task Manager.
It was Task Manager.
You wanted to close the Razor thing in Task Manager, but what is even in Task Manager?
Yeah,
because you wanted me to just uninstall it.
Yeah, so I'm like, no, I'm the captain now. You already did that. I tried that yesterday. Get with the picture.
See, yeah, I was trying to uninstall the Razor Sign apps.
Yeah, so I told you uninstall it so we could reinstall it, and hopefully that would work. And you went to uninstall it, and it opened.
And it opened on.
We literally
uninstall it to get it to open.
We literally put a gun to it. We put a gun to its head. Be like, we're gonna uninstall you. It's like, okay, fine. But it literally only opened just so you could click uninstall, right?
Yeah, pretty much. So I could uninstall it through the app.
Yeah, great. I'm glad that part worked. Because if that didn't work, I don't know what we were gonna do. Now that I think about it,
yeah, for a brief moment, I was like, "Are you just not gonna uninstall? You're kidding me?"
It just doesn't work. Okay, so new problem. He can't uninstall it, but then we can.
Well, yeah, we got it uninstalled.
We uninstalled.
Then we reinstalled it.
And then we reinstall it, but Dustin has to log in.
Yep, because
with a Razor account.
Because I'm looking back at it now, and I'm wondering if I never had to log in at all. But whatever, it's too late now. Basically, it looked like it would have worked better if I had like made an account and signed in. So I did that. Well, at least I tried to. Because in the middle of making my account, it has you do like a CAPTCHA thing.
Yeah, a very normal thing. A very normal thing
making an account
that we're all accustomed to. We're teaching the algorithm, we're teaching the AI what things look like. We're all very used to doing this. Should not be a problem.
Like the easiest part of signing up.
No problem at all.
Here is the common, and you might be realizing that there's a common thread throughout this, as we are trying to do very normal things. We are not trying to do anything advanced. We're doing very normal things, and yet at every turn there is a problem.
There's a new hurdle, and this time it's that I keep failing the CAPTCHA for some reason.
Oh, so you failed multiple CAPTCHAs?
Yeah.
No, it was just the same CAPTCHA multiple times.
Oh.
Yeah. I was really confused. Like, I literally got to the point where I was reading word for word. I was like, select the picture with a motor vehicle.
Yeah, like the first time I think George and I were listening to him, and I was like, okay, that's kind of funny. He's messed up the captcha. That happens. Sometimes there's like a little pixel.
Yeah.
There's like one pixel in one of the squares. If it's one of those, and you just don't see it, and it doesn't count, and we're like, okay.
Yeah.
And then the second time he does it, George and I are like, oh, okay. This is kind of a little weird, champ. I mean, I've met Dustin before. He seems real.
Doesn't seem like a robot to me, but what do I know?
Yeah. And I hear him, he's like tractor, guitar, tractor. I'm like, what's going on here? And he gets it wrong again. Did we ever? What was the resolution to this? It just worked.
Pretty much.
Oh my
It
God.
just gave me a new captcha and it worked. But even before that, Georgia was like, "Okay, I'm gonna use whatever remote something."
Oh,
Remote desktop.
He's gonna use
like,
Windows. Yeah.
He wanted to use remote desktop to try the captcha himself, see if that would work. But then we realized we can't do remote desktop because apparently Windows 10 Home doesn't work with that.
You need Windows. Yeah. You need Windows 10 Pro.
Yeah,
because
which
that's
Robert
a
didn't
thing.
have. So now George is getting all frustrated trying to help out with this. And then he sent me a link to like Windows share screen or whatever it's called. And I'm trying to send him my code and he's still confused. So I'm just going to try to capture one more time. Then I realize there's a new one. It's asking for planets this time. I'm like, okay, these are planets and those are owls. So
Yeah, it's a planet.
shouldn't fail me this time.
Those are owls.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Dustin,
And then it worked. I was like, oh, perfect.
Dustin, I have to ask, is there something going on in the background?
Oh, can you hear it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it just finished.
Okay, good. No, I mean, I'm okay as long as you're still here. I'm just paranoid at this point. I'm just paranoid that suddenly your mic was just making like a weird hissing noise. I'm like, oh God.
No, sorry.
Oh no, get George A in here.
Oh, no.
So then after I get my account signed in, then George was like, I don't care. Still, just let me take control of the desktop. I was like, okay, sure. So then we get that figured out.
The original problem still has not been fixed.
The original problem still has not been fixed. But now we're actually in the Razer Synapse. But then we find out that the laptop needs to restart for like an update.
Which takes like 40 minutes.
But even before that, Georgia gets distracted because he noticed that Robert had McAfee installed on his laptop.
Oh,
And Georgia was not a fan of that, so he just had to delete it.
John Melatonin.
Justin, were you here when I realized how badly I was being scammed?
Yeah.
Okay, because boy.
You want to speak to that, Rob? Want to speak to that?
So I need to keep a closer eye on where my money goes, apparently, because when I first got this, first of all, I thought McAfee was a fine antivirus software when I first got it. Was like, whatever, I don't know any better. Got it, paid like $30 for the year. I was like, okay, cool. And then I just ignored it because, why would it go up that much? It wouldn't go up that much. Surely it would stay the same price. Maybe go up $10. Turns out in the last year, it went up $100.
So was it 30 up until last year?
No, it went from 30 to 80, then to 100, then to 120, then to 138. Like, they were very much doing whatever they could to get money off of.
Yeah.
Which you never would have found out. So I guess it is a good thing.
Well, I thought I had canceled my subscription a year ago. And I must have missed it because the paying of the subscription would have happened at about the same time as the trip me and Dustin took.
Mm-hmm.
So I probably just glossed over it without thinking about it too much.
Yeah,
I thought I had fully shut that off. Come to find out, nope.
So Georgie's trying to uninstall McAfee and a bunch of
You
other
mean
stuff from
MacGyver.
Robert's laptop. He's trying to install everything he doesn't like. But McAfee's taking too long. It's like barely over halfway. So it's like, okay, that's it. We're just restarting. I don't even care anymore. So he restarts it. That takes like another half an hour or so to go through that.
The whole time that you are gone from the restart, me and George are just finding excuses to talk about John McAfee.
Yeah.
We're just using a different M
Every
word
M word every time.
every single time. And honestly, it may have been one of the funniest bits we've ever come up with.
It was pretty good for a while.
No reason. I'm over here being like, and all of this just because Jordan had to mess with John Magnesium.
John Magnesium.
John Melatonin.
we came up with a bunch of names.
At one point, I think I said, I can't believe everything's John malfunctioning tonight.
Yeah.
we got so far.
I know at
away
one
from
point I said, I'm
Magnesium.
sorry that I made some John mistakes.
We got so far away from McAfee. We talked about John McAfee and how he was just a crazy guy, and like the last year of his life was just insane.
Yeah.
I mentioned John Mulaney at one point.
Yeah, no, we had a.
Oh, and John Master Chief.
And John Master Chief. Yeah, we went a little off when we were waiting for Dustin to get back.
Yeah, but then after the restart, we were able to get into Synapse easily, pretty much. Mm-hmm. And then just played around with some stuff. It got to the point where Georgie just did nothing, and then it worked. Like, you guys are just literally just, switching screens. And then all of a sudden, I realized my headphones were quiet. It's like, oh, I can't hear anything. Hey, guys, I can't hear anything. Georgie turns the volume up. It's like, can you hear us now? I was like, yeah, and I can't hear myself.
We're like, what?
It literally just did nothing. You didn't even touch anything, and it just stopped.
It doesn't. It makes no sense at all.
Here's my headcanon, Dustin. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
You're actually gaslighting us right now. You realized that you just wanted to record the podcast and this wasn't worth it. So you lied to us and said that you can no longer hear yourself so that we'd stop dealing with it.
I thought you were going to say I was gaslighting you guys by saying I never heard myself in the first place.
Oh, no. That would be brutal.
It turns out Dustin's just schizophrenic and has been. He's like, God. Yeah, even when I was at work, I was hearing myself.
Dude, I was hearing myself. I was hearing Pablo. I was hearing Michelangelo. All the voices in my head, you know.
All the different people that live in Dustin's head.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
And the letters were talking to me too. That was weird.
Dude, it was really weird that the colors were smelling weird.
They were all full. They were all talking to him like that letter from Harry Potter.
Oh, like the
letter that he gets.
Yelling,
like,
yelling
Weasley! Yeah, it's yelling at him.
I'm trying to remember what those are called. I think they're just called Screamer. No, I forgot.
Whatever that is. Sorry,
that might have been like a yeller.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up J.K. Rowling during Pride Month. My bad.
Oh, that's messed up.
Look, I'm not one of those people who hates on Harry Potter because her views are horrible.
Yeah, but I hate on J.K. Rowling though.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely hate on her.
How dare you bring her up, Matt?
I know. Sorry.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying, mentioning Harry
Rob,
Potter.
I'm sorry. Rob, I'm sorry. Rob, I'm sorry.
Robert, I'm sorry.
Thanks.
Rob, cool. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, Robert.
I'm so sorry.
Robert, I'm sorry.
Cool.
I'm sorry. I hope you can forgive me.
Cool.
I mean,
I don't mind people who talk about Harry Potter stuff. I still watch a lot of Harry Potter stuff. That was a thing that we actually had to deal with, because I helped run this video game bingo event.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't even cross my mind at all. My main job with it is to go into different communities and try to get people to submit games to the event. And without really thinking about it too much, one of the communities I contacted was the Harry Potter speedrunning community.
Wait, like
The
Lego
movie
Harry
or the
Potter?
game?
No, there's a bunch of Harry Potter games. What did Dustin
Speedrunning
just say?
the movie?
No.
Dude,
There's a bunch of Harry Potter games.
Dude, the Summoning Salt video where he's like, and this is when the players realized they could listen at 3 times. They could watch it 3 times speed. Oh.
But so we got a submission for the new game that just came out,
Legacy. Hogwarts Legacy.
And in my mind, everything's fine. But the next thing I know, there's like a discussion in the staff channel, like, should we even allow this game because of the views and stuff? And in my mind, I'm like, oh, I'm the one who asked them to submit. Like, it'd be pretty bad if we then said no. Also, it's not like they're transphobic. Like, so eventually we've reached the decision of, yes, they can do the game, but before their run, we're going to put out like some sort of a statement saying, while we are letting this game play out, we do not endorse her views.
I mean, might as well just play it safe, just because the I mean, that game in particular got a lot of people talking online.
Yeah.
So you might as well just cover your bases regardless. No harm in it.
By doing the statement, you mean?
Yeah, no harm in doing that.
Yeah, no, that's why that was a very easy an easy solution that we all agreed with. So
yeah, like for the most part, I feel like people stop talking about it on the internet anyway.
Yeah.
It's because it's no longer the hot thing to talk about. How
no longer a relevant game.
Yeah. So, dude, hey, that game was pretty.
Does that mean it's safe to play that for the next podcast now?
Can I do it where I have the mod where like I play as like Shrek? Because there was a lot of really cool mods where they just replaced character models, and it was really funny. Like I remember watching one where Shrek was riding around on a broom.
Nice. I think I had seen that one as well.
That was good. Or they just replaced the characters in the opening cutscene. It was just the models talking. It was really good. Yeah, but I mean, the game came and died, as was expected. No one's talking about it. No one talks about it anymore. No one cares.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah.
You
Happy
mentioned
Pride
my
Month,
work
Rob.
earlier. Oh, sorry, we saying something.
How dare you interrupt me when I'm saying Happy Pride to Rob? That's really
Sorry.
messed up of you.
Dude,
Robert, I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
Rob,
Robert.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yo, speaking of apologizing
Robert,
to me
I'm
for
sorry.
Pride things. Hey, speaking of apologizing to me on Pride things, Dustin,
I'm still sorry. Yeah,
you missed day 1.
I did. Yeah.
What the hell happened?
Hey, Robert. Hey, Robert.
Yeah?
I'm sorry.
What happened? I don't want
I
your
forgot.
stories, I want your explanation.
Nah, I forgot.
You forgot. Oh, I see.
Did you forget the month, or did you forget the bit?
The bit. I
Have
was
we
like, oh yeah, I
explained-
need to do that.
Have we explained this bit?
Yeah.
I think we have.
Yeah. We did
It
that,
all started when I started sending inspirational quotes from Black people to Matt for Black History Month. So then I started doing it for Pride Month for Robert.
I'm pretty sure that was
Except I've run out of quotes.
There's just not enough games.
I ran out of quotes the first month I did it.
So dude, he ran out of quotes so fast. He just was like, let me just find something on my Twitter feed that I can send him.
Well, the first month that you did it for Rob, that was when you were with Rob the whole time, right? On the trip?
Pretty much.
He was only with me like the second half of the month.
Yeah.
Oh, was it? Oh, you guys left in.
We left
in
in mid-June.
Yeah.
Oh, June. Yeah, it's June now. Bro.
But yeah, pretty after the first week, I was like, it was getting hard to find quotes. I'm just going to send them memes of being gay or whatever. I'm running out. It's easy to find quotes when people talk about being black, but the gay ones,
I'm gonna do a thing, Dustin, where like halfway through this, I'm gonna send something to you and be like, "This is what a real friend would send me," and it's just gonna be a link to gay porn.
Sure. That's what a real ally would do.
Real ally would watch it with me.
Prove you're not. You know what? I don't know if I'm an ally anymore.
Yeah?
Suddenly,
Yeah?
I'm not feeling like an ally.
Yeah.
Suddenly not feeling
Something-
like an ally?
Something in me's feeling a little homophobic. I don't know what.
Oh, wow. How dare you?
I'm now an LGBT foe.
An LGBT
The
foe.
oh no, the bigot gene's coming out. No. Who hit the bigotry button?
But you mentioned my work earlier slightly, and it was something I
Yeah.
remember there's a story I want to tell you about.
Yeah,
Not really a story, but it's just something funny that I found.
Mhm.
It was today's Saturday. It was Thursday, I believe, and I was delivering some mail at the end of the day.
Mhm.
And, typically, especially when it gets hot out, you find like people be nice and they'll put like waters or soda cans or stuff in the mailbox to give to the mailmen.
Wait, they
Really?
actually do that?
Some people do, yeah.
I've seen like YouTube shorts, and I'm like, there's no shot that many people do that.
I mean, it's only happened like 3 times, really, but
Oh, okay.
some people do it, and I implore more people to do it. I think help out your mailman. Just give him a nice bottle of water or something.
You know the
While
memes?
we're on that subject, you want to help teachers out a lot more too?
No. You
I
know
give
the
you a water bottle,
meme
sure.
or
But go on.
the meme where people take they flip the iPad around and it's like, would you like to leave a tip?
The tip, yeah.
You just start leaving that in their mailbox. It's like, would you like to leave a tip?
Anyways, so typically you'll find like a water or like some soda in there or something like that. I found out I like Canada Dry because of that. So one of the little Canada Dry, I took it. So I was like, wow, this is delicious.
Hmm.
What I wasn't expecting to find was a bottle of cinnamon.
Like the spice?
Yeah, I sent the picture in media dump. It's
Wait,
just someone just had cinnamon in their mailbox.
Was there a stamp on it? Were they
No.
trying to mail it?
I don't think so.
did they want you to do the cinnamon challenge?
I don't know. They just had cinnamon in their mailbox. I found it really funny.
It's funny.
I mean, cinnamon is pretty good, not gonna lie.
Just straight cinnamon?
Dude, I did it before.
And why would you put it in the mailbox?
Oh, I
If
don't
it's
know.
so good. You can't use Yo, hey, we're making French toast. Can you go out to the mail and grab the cinnamon, please? Oh my god. Why? Why would they do that?
I don't know. I was really confused.
I'm gonna start putting
So,
weird shit in my mailbox.
I just like the idea that your first reaction is just take a picture of it.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
And
What else would I do?
That way we believe him.
Thought it was really funny to see some cinnamon in the mailbox.
Did you take it?
No.
Oh.
Part of me was like, well, typically people put things in the mailbox for the mailman to take, but I don't think they're giving me cinnamon.
After a long day in the hot sun, what else do you want than to just sprinkle a little cinnamon on your tongue?
I know, really.
That's what I'm saying. Nothing.
Yeah, that
there's
doesn't sound
there's nothing better.
Nothing better?
Nothing better than a little bit of cinnamon on a nice hot day.
Of course, man. That's what they call it. It's called dry water where I'm from.
Dry water.
A little bit of dry water. Yes, sir. Hey gamers, have you guys been sleeping good?
It's been pretty good.
Not really. Oh, last night I really didn't. Last night I had like some stomach issues like 4 a.m.
Weird.
Yeah, I
Better
know.
than the.
Not fun.
I was more talking about better than sleeping in the forest.
You know.
Yes.
Other than Rob.
I slept fine in the forest.
Yeah,
so.
we know. Yeah, we know. We're well aware.
What about you, Matt? Have you been sleeping better?
Dude, I've been sleeping way better, bro.
Oh, cool. You ready for the next camping trip?
Hell yeah. It was fun.
Alright, so I mentioned this to Dustin on the way home, Matt. And I'm curious your thoughts. Alright, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, some point down the line, okay?
Down the line.
Cross-country trip 2.0, okay?
Okay.
Here, two main differences, all right?
Yes.
Main difference number one is that instead of visiting every state capital, visit all of the national parks in the country.
Okay.
Main difference number two, we take 2 cars and it's all 5 of us.
Yo, okay. I like that. Is there a national? There's not a national. How many national parks are there?
I don't know the exact number, but it's something around 40, I think.
Oh, so
Are
it's
we
almost
doing national
one.
parks and national forests?
Nah, I would say just the national parks.
Okay.
National forests are less interesting, in my opinion.
Are most national
Most national
parks
parks are like in the West Coast.
are they like the one that we did? Because
Yeah, the one we did
Yeah.
is a national park.
That was national park, yeah.
yeah, but are they most set up similar, or are they kind of all different?
What do you mean by setup similar?
Like
a lot
the
of them are set up that you can drive around and just take at stops. Yeah,
Okay, that's cool.
yeah, they're pretty
Yeah.
much all set up like that. Where like, if you wanted to, you could do minimal hiking, or if you wanted to, you could do like a 5-mile hike.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we did the we did the podcast on Sunday. So anything that happened Monday, we haven't talked about. Did anything happen Monday?
The
Monday
drive
was the
home.
national park.
Oh, other than the national park, which was cool,
National park was cool.
and the drive.
Drive home.
Kinda sucks.
Georgia was dead.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you should have. The first. So, getting to the national park was fun.
Mm-hmm.
The driveway there was fun, at least
Yep.
for us. It was cool. After the national park, while we were driving, oh god, I was trying so hard to stay awake. George. At one point I was like, Georgia, I am trying my best to stay up, and he's like, you are doing a shit job at that. And apparently I would be talking to him like normal. And then like 3 seconds later he'd look over to me and I'd be like knocked out.
Nice.
And then I would like wake up. And the only time I remember actually waking up from when I was like almost barely asleep was when you guys came on the radio.
Yeah, because we paged you, and you immediately responded with, Green Bear's here, definitely wide awake.
Dude,
It was like,
you did.
Dude, from George's perspective, it was probably
Meanwhile,
like me, like
Justin and I were feeling pretty good.
because I could see when I like open I hear Green Bear just barely in consciousness. Open my eyes, I can see George's hand reaching towards the thing because I'm asleep. I snatch it from him before he can take it. All right, this is Green Bear, wide awake. What can I do for you? I'm like, hopefully they did not.
Dustin and I look at each other and we're like, yeah, he was out.
Did not suspect a thing. Smooth. Got away with it. Just because I felt bad because he was also tired.
Oh, no. We had a similar thing happening in my car where once Dustin started driving, I was kind of dozing off a little bit. Like I told Dustin, it wasn't even that I was that tired. It's just that I was bored.
Oh, I was just tired for some reason. I just lost everything.
Well, when it was me and you in the car, you were pretty awake.
I did wake up a little bit.
I was sleeping down in George's car.
I guess.
Also, at one point before we got to that rest stop on the way back, George had opened the windows and was just like blasting music, like loud, like hype stuff,
Yeah.
and that kind of that kept me awake.
Well, that's good.
And that woke me up. And then for the rest of it, I was fine. I was quizzing Rob on music on the way back.
You were.
You suggested it.
No, it worked out well.
Yeah. I was going through my
there were some that I did very well on, some that I did poorly on.
He knows a lot more names than you'd expect. That was one of my main takeaways.
I was gonna say, what ones did I get correctly that surprised you? Do you remember?
Ones that you got. Oh, one was that I don't know if ones you got right. Let me see if I can think.
You said you got Leonard Skinner right?
I did get Leonard Skinner
from them saying Freebird, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was pretty shocking when you told me that.
Yeah. He knew a lot of names. He just didn't know the difference between them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I know names. I just
that's how I
couldn't tell
understood
you.
Robert,
I
really.
couldn't tell you one voice from another.
He'd be like Rolling
I think
Stones.
the one that I was just saying, I think the one that surprised him the most
AC/DC.
is like I know a lot of like AC/DC, Rolling Stones, stuff like that. But that's just because of Boy Scouts.
Yeah, he would kind of recognize the. I feel like the opening guitar riff of any of those songs is pretty recognizable as being from that time.
You're
So
right.
he would just kind of guess that. He didn't get the. I played him the song from the first Men in Black, and I was like, hey, like, what are they saying? Men in Black, and I'm like, okay, so who's in Men in Black? And he's like, Will Smith, and I'm like, yeah. So who's saying the song?
Oh, I remember one that I got wrong. That at least I got it wrong at first. That you were shocked by.
Yeah.
Pharrell Williams.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Don't tell me you played Happy.
I think I'm pretty sure I did.
I think he played Happy, and my first guess was Bruno Mars. Like an
Oh
idiot.
my god!
Yeah, I played Happy.
And then
Bruno
he looked
Mars.
at me. He looked at me, and I immediately was like, "Wait a minute! No, it's."
I was like, Rob.
Williams.
I was like, Rob. We've been here before.
I backtracked that pretty.
We have been here before.
I backtracked pretty quick.
Yeah. He got he kept saying Jonas Brothers for some things.
Well, you kept doing like boy bands, and I was like,
yeah,
I would sound like. And I kind of knew what One Direction sounded like, so I was like, it's not One Direction, so I don't know, Jonas Brothers?
Well, it's funny you say that, because we were listening to Burning Up on the way to the campsite, and Rob was like, who plays this? I was like, Jonas Brothers. Like, oh, I thought it was One Direction.
Yeah. Those boy bands got mixed
Burning Up was way before One Direction was even a thing.
Kept trying to guess NSYNC and Backstreet Boys for things. I had to explain to him. I don't
remember guessing NSYNC that many times. I thought I only guessed like once or twice.
I was like, okay, if they're saying about surf, because you could say, was it Beach Boys?
It was Beach Boys. I would
yeah,
say.
he would say Beach Boys, and I'm like, Rob, if they're not singing about surfing, don't say Beach Boys. and then I played like Surfing in the USA. I'm like, Rob,
and immediately I was like, Beach Boys.
And I was like, yeah, we got there. Tried to show him some rappers, but they weren't white, so he didn't know them.
I would say it like that. Say they weren't Eminem, because like that makes it sound like I go out of my way to listen to every white rapper.
I suppose, to be fair, I
listen to Eminem. That's it.
I don't think Robert could name another white rapper.
Absolutely not. I couldn't. Unless you want to say myself.
No. Who?
Then no.
What?
I said that as a joke for the record.
Guy who proudly raps fast. Guy who proudly thinks he can rap fast. Burn.
You mentioned being tired on the drive. It reminded me of one time during our trip last summer when it was really, really bad. When we were on our way to Illinois.
Yeah, we were in the the Midwest, middle of nowhere, no cars anywhere.
And up to that point, we had only done camping. I'm pretty sure we didn't even do a motel yet. Outside of Canada. Outside that's only been
Canada,
camping.
Yeah, we were on our way to a motel. I know, because that was the whole.
Not even that. We weren't even on the way to the motel yet. We haven't even planned a motel yet. I think we were still thinking of camping.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So on the way to Illinois.
Indiana, Illinois, same difference.
Same letter.
Yeah. But we were just driving there. And Robert at one point just goes, all right, Dustin, I'm going to be honest with you. there were multiple times where I was driving my eyes closed. And I was like, Robert,
What?
I'm going to tell you right now, I wouldn't have been able to know because my eyes were closed too.
So Matt, let me put this into perspective, okay?
No.
No,
So-
I'm not. When I say put this into perspective, I'm not saying in a way to justify it. I'm saying this is how bad it was. So, middle of nowhere, no cars anywhere, just empty fields left and right, no sign of civilization for miles, and we were probably going about 65 miles an hour.
We both had our eyes closed. That's what we're. It was like, yeah, we need a real bed tonight. We haven't had a real bed in too long. We need a real bed tonight.
And we didn't crash.
We did not crash.
You.
So now, when are you getting a license?
How many times do I need to explain that I am terrified of cars because I feel drivers have gotten too comfortable with moving that fast? That humans were never meant to move that fast because we're not built for it. And you've listened to me say this so many times. And you have just in your back pocket, you're just like, oh yeah, sometimes I just drive with my eyes closed. And never felt to mention it.
Man, that makes it sound like I'm driving.
I'm never getting into a car with Rob driving again.
Matt, you make it sound way worse than it is.
I think I'm saying it how it is.
No,
I think you're taking it a little too casually.
No, you make it sound like there was civilization. The worst thing
I don't think you ever said that once.
The worst thing that would have happened is I killed me and Dustin, and that's it. No one else was ever in danger.
Oh my god, yeah. How do you? Yeah. How the fuck did you know there was no one around? Your eyes closed.
Because I didn't see anyone for fucking
because
days.
your eyes were closed. Because your eyes were closed.
Dustin, can you slightly back me up at least?
I mean, there were occasional cars, but it wasn't like any road traffic.
Also, the most my eyes were closed was like 3 seconds at a time. It wasn't like I was out cold.
My god. Anything else you want? Any other like the exact things that like bother me the most you want to just admit to right now?
I'm racist.
I don't give a shit.
It's like,
Matt, can you do me a favor? Can we isolate that right there? Dustin saying that and make that a new
soundboard.
New soundboard.
Soundboard.
Does. Oh, like how we have the fanning saying "Don't say."
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the time on OBS say?
43:17.
Okay, sure.
Awesome.
Let me make a note of that. 43:17.
Awesome.
We get a new soundbite.
I'm playing the game, so I can't look, but I know there were things that I posted in the topics channel. Can someone give me one of them?
Yeah, what was it? 43 what? 17?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. I will do that.
Oh, I remember one of them was fucking interview. Alright, well no, I want to go over this interview thing. Alright,
okay.
So
what would you say your greatest strength is?
Shut up. Tuesday. So we get back from the camping trip late Monday. I decide I'm gonna take the day off Tuesday, not work. So I wake up Tuesday like 10 a.m. and I have an email from a school that I had put in an application for. And it simply read, "Hey, we want to do an interview with you. Would you be able to do an interview today at 4 o'clock?" And I said, "Yeah, sure. I can do that." So my first mistake is I do not give myself nearly enough time to get ready for this interview. So around 3 o'clock, I start rushing around trying to get shit done, ready for this interview. They don't specify anything about the interviews, so I'm just like, all right, I'll just go to the school, no big deal, everything will be fine. I then reach a point where I'm basically ready to go. There's only 2 issues. Issue number 1 is that I need to get a more updated copy of my resume printed. Of course, my house never seems to have a working printer, so that was a problem. Issue number 2 is that apparently I had forgotten how to tie a tie.
Bro?
You forgot?
Dude, I struggled for like 11 minutes.
Wow.
I knew how to do the knot, I just couldn't get the length right.
Can I just gone without the tie?
Probably, but
I feel like after 5 minutes I'm running late already. I was like, oh, whatever.
I was about to, Dustin. So then I'm like, well, I'm gonna be a minute late anyway. Let's stop at the library so I can print out the resume.
Yeah.
Turns out, for whatever reason, you now need to log in to an account at the library. Didn't have to do that a couple months ago, I swear.
No, you did.
I never did that, and I was printing things out of the library no more than like half a year ago.
I did, and I was.
That's really weird, then.
You could have just gotten a guest code.
Either way, that took me a little bit of time. I ran into so many issues that I ended up just saying, fuck this, leaving. So, I'm about halfway to the interview. It's now 3:51. My expected time of arrival is about 4:03. And I'm like, hey, I should double check that they confirmed the interview. So, I'm stopped at a red light. I pull up the email. And you want to guess what I fucking see?
What do you see?
I see a fucking invite to a Google Meet.
Ah.
Sent 15 minutes ago.
Ooh.
Oh, they wanted you to do it virtually.
When you're at your house.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
I was already at the interview spot.
So I have to ask really quickly. Am I insane for assuming it's an in-person interview when they don't specify? Because, like, from now on, I will always get in writing what kind of a fucking interview it is. But I felt justified in assuming it was an in-person one when they don't specify it.
Especially when it's 2023, I would assume it's
Especially in
Yeah.
2023, right?
Okay, wait. I feel like if this was, I don't know, because I feel like, because I'll be honest, when you were first describing the story.
What I will say also for background knowledge is, at this point, I've done like 6 or 7 interviews for different teaching positions. Probably about 2/3 of them have all been in person.
The only thing that I can think of was my initial reaction was that I originally thought it was going to be an online interview when they asked if you could do same day.
Oh, I guess that's a good point.
To be fair, they had asked me the week prior when I was available for an interview. And I said Tuesdays through Friday, 3:30 or later.
Okay, yeah.
But so I had already said that I was available at that time.
Yeah, but when I think it's still kind of fair that you would not assume that you wouldn't treat online as the default.
Yeah.
But when they said same day, I was thinking, oh, it must be. Because I guess I wouldn't expect in-person interview them to ask for an in-person interview same day.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I can think of. Other than that, it's a little weird, post, COVID.
To not specify what the interview is.
Because now just like between like that and like working from home, like it's all like very common now. Not specifying is a little weird regardless.
Yeah.
Also
every other place has always specified.
Yeah.
In person, either an in-person interview, interview on Google Meets, or a phone interview.
Yeah, I think the weirdest thing is that they didn't give you, because also you said also like they didn't like tell you like really where to go, or like I feel like if it was in person they would have given you like
Well,
a room number or like instructions
no,
on where to go when you
no.
get there.
So every time I did an in-person one, it's whatever school I'm getting hired at. Just go to the school and I figure it out from there.
That's kind of insane.
They will usually you just check in with the main office and it's usually like right there.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I guess there's not many places else in the school you would go. They would just have
no.
some random place.
So, anyways, I rush home. Oh, that was the other thing. I couldn't find my car keys either, so I had to take my spare set, which was all fine. The only issue with taking my spare set, of course, is it doesn't have my house key on it. But I'm like, whatever, I'll deal with that after the interview. Hey, guess what? Suddenly I need to get in my house.
Surely I won't be desperately needing to get into my house. Yeah,
Fortunately, I know where a spare key is, so I grab that, rush in.
Oh yeah, where?
My computer was already on, thankfully. So I joined the Google Meet at like 4:01, out of breath. And I explained to them what happened, and they felt so bad. They were like, they totally understood my situation. They understood why I ran a little late. They were fine with it all. The good news is the actual interview itself, I think, went pretty well.
Nice.
Yeah, so, you know, that might result in something. We'll see.
Perfect.
There was one thing that they did not like, but there's also not much I could have done about it.
What was it?
So they didn't like that I don't have experience making lesson plans, but like the only time you're gonna make lesson plans is if you're hired as a teacher, or you're going to school as a teacher, which I didn't do. So like, I don't know what they wanted from me.
Oh my god,
they always expect the stupidest things out of teachers.
Dude, don't get me started on a. All right, you know what? I'm putting them on blast. If they're my future employer, I don't give a shit. I fucking put in an application for Salem, New Hampshire today that took me like 2 hours to fill out.
Wow.
They were asking the most asinine questions. Some of the things I had to answer included what my high school GPA was, what my college major GPA was, not my general GPA, the major specifically. How many credits I had in different fields, such as computer science. What else did they were asking some weird things.
Dude, I don't even know what credits I had. How do you remember?
I'm trying to think here. What else did they ask? Oh, they wanted me to put in like my references like 2 different times. It was like a 25-step process where every other application is click on application, click this button to submit resume, click this button to submit a cover letter, done.
Yeah.
Like, it takes like 10 minutes tops.
I don't know what the like mentality is behind people who set up resumes like that. Like, is it like
applications?
Or yeah, they set up. There's like they like expect, because they have to pick to be like, we want this information. We find this information important. It's like, you really have like that like high of like vision of yourself that you're like, no, we need to be this thorough when evaluating people.
Yeah,
like we are that superior to others like similar companies or fields or whatever. It's like, no, you really don't. And none of you are going to look through this information.
Nope.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, you never looked through any of this.
No, they really don't. That's why it gets me frustrated, because it's like, if you really care that much, you're not going to look into it for every single applicant. Maybe you'll look at it for, like, wave 3 of applicants, but, like, then ask for it then.
Yeah.
And, like, applications just in general, I mean, I have a hard time doing them just because of how monotonous they are.
I hate it like, part of the reason why I still am not a teacher is literally because it is so painful for me to go through these applications. Finally, today, I was like, dude, I need to do this to get my life together. I spent 4 hours off and on. I applied to like 11 different places today. And I was going far. I put in applications for some places that are fucking far from us. Let's see here. Salem, New Hampshire. I put in applications for fucking like Cambridge.
Oh.
Yeah.
Remember, Cambridge is really far away from anyone looking for us. Really far away.
Very far away.
Like so far away.
Opposite side of the country, I'd say.
Yeah, we're West Coast boys.
Yeah.
And we sound like it. And we act like it. We're a bunch of West Coast. I love In and Out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what else
You know, if you're looking for us, Pacific Northwest, just kind of stick around there.
Yeah,
that's definitely the correct place to go.
Yeah, we live in the place where they filmed Gravity Falls. Yeah.
Where they filmed Gravity Falls.
The Pacific Northwest is where.
Hey, I'm gonna blow your mind.
Is where it takes.
Matt, I'm gonna blow your mind. You ready?
What?
Gravity Falls is not a documentary.
That is
none of it was filmed at all.
It
was all
animated
drawn.
show.
That is untrue. Gravity Falls is real. I have the journal right here. Not right here. I have it somewhere. Yeah.
Oh God. How do you get rid of that?
They need it.
Dude, that's actually, speaking of Gravity Falls, that's a show that I really want to watch.
Gravity Falls is good.
I never saw it, but it always interested me.
It's so okay, so I started.
I think I saw the first episode.
So Gravity Falls. I forget when I watched. I think it may have been. I was on like a binge of watching cartoons. Like I watched all of Codename Kids Next Door.
Yo,
and I watched all of Danny Phantom.
Yep.
And I wanted to watch. So I watched Gravity Falls
on
some weird like sketch website.
Of course, that's what you do. Yep.
This is before Disney Plus.
Is it just on Disney Plus now?
I think so. Yeah,
probably.
I've watched it on Disney Plus since.
Okay. Or whatever it's gonna turn into later this year.
But I start watching it, and I start binging it. I think I get through it in like a week. That's like quite a few episodes. And like I get to the last episode that this website has, which is the last episode that is aired. And it is the second to, and the last episode was the second to last episode of the whole show.
Wait, so they didn't have the finale?
The finale came out in like a few days.
Oh, okay.
My first watch of Gravity Falls just happened to sync up with its finale.
Oh, like, so you watched the finale like live.
Oh, so it was lucky then.
Like super lucky. Like almost to the day. So I
just go through like a roller coaster of emotions. Like, oh, you don't have the last episode. Oh, wait, it's tomorrow. Oh,
pretty much, yeah. It was great. I was like, oh, how'd I do that? I could have done that if I tried.
Dude, that's like the thing that
happened.
That's the other thing that happened with us in Pokemon anime recently, where we watched 10 episodes a night every week, and then we reached the point where the way it was supposed to work was 2 episodes were supposed to air in Japan, but then an earthquake happened, which delayed the episodes, and then they just never released.
Yeah.
So there were these 2 Pokemon episodes, 100% fully made. They potentially were even dubbed, and then just never released, and no one knew anything about them. We got to the point where they would have appeared in the anime, and the exact same time, the scripts for them got leaked online. So while we don't have the episode, we have like the full script, which is like, yo. Yeah, so it's like people have been doing live readings, I think people are making like their own versions of the episode, what it could have looked like. Because it had all like stage direct. I don't want to say stage directions, but like notes on what it should look like, what the background should be, stuff like that.
Yeah, interior day. Yeah, no scripts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird how stuff works out that way.
Yep.
It's random.
Yeah.
Couldn't have.
I think I got all caught up with Attack on Titan the day the last season started.
Wait, define last season.
The beginning of the first part of this last season.
Oh, okay.
I still need to get caught back up on
The
that.
final season, part 1. Hey,
You
you got
got,
all
like-
summer to catch up, and then I'm
Yeah,
pretty
you-
sure it's ending in September. So
There you go.
You have all
Yo.
summer to watch in a movie.
Dude, I also have Dustin, I don't know if you heard. I started my next anime.
oh yeah, you mentioned that.
Well, actually, I guess with Matt I've now started 2, so.
Oh,
Well, we did. What's the name of the one we were watching yesterday, Matt?
Grand Blue.
is that what you guys are doing? Is that why Stanley changed his name to My Friend?
Yes.
My friends. Yeah, Rob, you want to explain Grand Blue to Dustin?
Dustin, have you seen this or no?
No, I just know George likes the theme song.
All right,
My friends.
so it's definitely about a diving club,
Mhm.
and that's all there is to it. It's just a
It's-
diving club.
They go diving.
Nothing else going on. Definitely not. Definitely
they gay?
not. Dustin.
No.
Dustin.
Yeah.
They're not gay. They just constantly have everything out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're just boys being boys.
It's the most straight thing imaginable. Is just
Okay,
being,
here's
naked
Here's
with
the
all
thing.
the other boys.
Here's the thing.
Yeah,
I'm 100% serious when I say this.
I'm excited. Go on.
They are one. It is act. They are it. They're not like. There are no gay undertones.
No,
There are not. They are just.
no, there really
100%.
aren't.
They're just 100% just bros that drink and take all of their clothes off for no reason.
Sounds like my kind of anime.
Dude, the funny thing though is that I keep trying to introduce those gay tones.
Yeah.
There are
What,
these
they
two
keep ruining it with their straightness?
There are these two characters where, as soon as I saw both of them on the screen together, I was like, "Yo, 4 episodes from now, I want them sleeping together." And then, like 6 minutes later, they were both next to each other in their underwear, and I'm like, "Oh, so close."
Yeah.
But like, neither of them are
but
gay.
They're
It's like,
100% straight. They're just bros being bros.
yeah.
It's not like you know how I still I'll admit still haven't caught up, but the golf anime.
Yeah.
You know how that is that has gay undertone. That has gay undertones.
Yeah.
That anime is
The
gay.
undertones are just tones. Not to spoil it for you, but
Oh my god.
yeah, they're literally just tones by like the 12th episode.
Yeah. That has it. You picked that up. Game episode 1.
Yeah.
This is nothing. They are 100% straight. They are just really comfortable taking their clothes off with their homies.
You said there's what, 12
What a life.
episodes?
There's 12 episodes of Grand Blue, yeah.
Yeah, and we've only seen 2, so
You watched 2.
I will watch
My
this.
friends.
And then Matt and I reached an agreement where, because I still want to show him Shrek Retold.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to show all of you Shrek Retold because it's fucking amazing, but Matt especially because I think you get a kick out of it. The agreement was, which didn't take much convincing for me, was I can show him that if I watch the first 3 episodes of Assassination Classroom.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that today. And I will definitely continue with that because it is a good show.
Nice.
Yeah, I
They
enjoyed it.
can't. The squid teacher is gonna blow up the planet,
Yeah.
and they gotta kill the squid teacher.
Alright,
but the
so-
squid teacher really wants to teach them.
I just want to double check a couple things. So, Dustin, have you seen Assassination Classroom?
Not yet, no.
Oh, okay. Matt, have you?
Yes, of course I have.
Okay. I don't want to. I don't know if this is gonna spoil anything, so
Okay.
don't elaborate, okay?
Okay.
But like the entire time I'm watching, I'm just like, this guy seems to be eating all the most random crap. Why don't they just try poisoning?
It won't.
And I'm like, why has no one tried poisoning him yet? That seems
Okay.
so
Maybe-
obvious.
I don't know what he's
Okay.
eating random stuff, so no one can poison it.
Like
Never know what to
Dustin,
expect.
there's one point where he grabs the person's pen out of their hand and just eats it.
Rob,
Like, you could just put the poison in the pen and then just, like, sit there and wait, and eventually they'll fucking eat it.
Rob,
But yeah, they
Yeah.
have to poison everything in the classroom. And
Yeah, go for it. Fuck it. Why not?
I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah.
There is a reason that it has come to this. That they have to have these kids do it. It is very hard to kill him. And
I
every
get that, but
it
like,
is
they haven't
very
even...
trust
You say
me.
that, but like, they try to shoot him every chance they get, Matt. So like, if you're gonna try to shoot him, you might as well try to poison him.
And how often does them shooting him work?
Never. So
Never.
maybe poisoning him will work.
This is
Hey, you don't know until you try.
this is the guy walking up to a bunch of people trying to fix something. They're like, "Have you tried turning it on and turning it off again?"
I did tell that
Yes,
to Dustin several
yes.
times.
They have tried. It is very hard to kill Koro Sensei. You will understand. Trust me.
I think we need to get Robert to watch the first episode of Oshinoko.
Oh my god.
He doesn't even need to watch the whole
destroy
thing.
him.
I just need him to watch that first episode.
You mean the hour and a half long one?
Yeah.
That would destroy him. It would absolutely destroy him.
What, like emotionally?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Well, actually, no. I think I told him the ending on one of the
Oh,
episodes.
Oh,
Because I
If you
asked,
did, I don't remember.
yeah. Oh, good.
Oh, perfect.
Good. Because I was talking about it, and I was like, "Do you guys care?" And they were like, "No, it was him and Fanning." I talked about
that was one I didn't really get far into yet.
Yeah. No, because it was driving me crazy about how the, you read the description of the anime. It's like, oh, cool.
Oh, does it spoil it?
No, you read the description of the anime, and I'm like, oh, okay, so that applies to episode 1.
Oh, okay.
And nothing else. Oh, because I remember finishing the episode. I was like, oh, that's okay. Hey, that show's great. I love it.
Yeah.
One of my favorite anime this season.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, there are a couple good ones I really like this season. Dr. Stone's going great. Love that.
It is.
Love Dr. Stone.
Weird how the season's almost over.
I know.
They go by so quick with like you want more to happen in Dr. Stone.
Yeah.
They need like a 24 episode one.
Really, they really do. There's the big like rom-com this season. Level 999 Yamada-kun or whatever, really good. But Oshinoko, probably one of my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
They committed a sin.
They committed a what?
They committed a sin.
Yeah.
A crime against humanity.
What happened?
They did a recap episode.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
I hate that.
How dare they?
Actually, my my Wednesday night anime watching ruined.
Ruined.
Because I have two anime that I like watching on Wednesday. Oshinoko and Konosuba. The Megamine backstory is what they're on right now.
Okay.
Oshinoko recap episode. Megamine anime. The subtitles weren't there. I get into it. I see the first comment on Crunchyroll. And I was like, does anyone else not have subtitles? I go and watch the show. There are no subtitles. I don't know how to read. I don't know. I don't understand Japanese. Unless
know
they
what
say,
you're saying.
unless they say arigato itakatimasu. I don't know what they're saying.
Nani.
I was gonna say, Nani.
That's what I said when there were no subtitles.
Nani?
I said Nani. So I had to wait and then I woke up early.
Oh, what was the other one? There's another word that I learned. What is it? Baka is idiot?
Yeah.
Did you learn
Yeah.
that from Grand Blue?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because one of the characters keeps saying "bucka."
Fuck.
That is the word of that's a tsundere word.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rob doesn't know what a tsundere is.
I
Sundere is
mean,
like the only dere that I understand.
I definitely have heard the term, but no. Could I tell you exactly what it meant? No.
You don't understand the other deres, Dustin?
No.
So if I said,
I feel like they keep coming with a new dere every day, and I don't know what any of them mean.
so if I said yandere, do you know what that means?
Heard of it. Have no idea what it is.
Okay.
I also have heard of it, but couldn't tell you.
Okay, Rob. A tsundere is a character trope. Typically a girl, because anime. Where they like the attention that they get from someone, but they really don't want to show it. They're embarrassed to show it.
Yep, of course.
Often to the times where if they they might hit them, be like no, it's not like I want to hang out with you or anything. Like that kind of
okay.
that kind of trope.
Yep.
Any character that exhibits things like that is a tsundere.
Got it.
First started in JoJo. Fun fact.
So every Sunday is a JoJo's reference. Perfect.
Is that true? Is that where the?
It's pretty theorized, I guess, or not. I don't know where I'm looking for, but a lot of people say that the first tsundere was in JoJo's.
Oh,
At least in manga. And
yeah, I mean, I buy it. It. There's an episode in Love Is War where the main character Kaguya gets like medically diagnosed as a tsundere.
I think I've seen that scene before.
Medically diagnosed.
Yeah, because she gets into kind of like a basically her she thinks she has like heart problems and she kind of faints and she like and she's like trying to like describe how she had like a close intimate encounter with the boy she likes or with someone, and then she like passes out and she's like, there must be something wrong with my heart, there must be like a hole or something, like I have heart problems. And then the doctor's like, no, you're just in love. And she's like, what? It's like, I think the kids call it tsundere these days.
Oh my god, that's
medically
amazing.
diagnosed. It's great.
That's
I messed
funny.
up. First tsundere wasn't JoJo's. First yandere.
Oh, yandere. Do you know what yandere is? No,
Nope.
you don't.
So
Yandere.
I know the character, but I can't figure it out.
Yandere, almost the exact opposite of tsundere. They don't mind knowing that they like someone's attention, and in fact, they're often very violent about it. Especially if another girl gives that character attention, they get very possessive and oftentimes very violent. Is it just hyped up because is it just the animation trying to explain how violent they are, or are they actually committing a crime? Who cares? It's anime.
Who cares? It's anime. Oh boy.
Get used to it, bud. There are so many really cheesy anime tropes you just don't get in Attack on Titan.
Which almost makes it better.
It makes it better, but it's not going to introduce you to anime though.
Yeah.
Like my introduction, the first two I watched were Sword Art Online and My Hero Academia. So trust me.
You got both ends of the spectrum right away.
You really did.
I hate to ask, which is which end?
Sword Art Online is the bad end,
Okay.
and My Hero is the good end.
Okay,
Hey,
because
Death Gun.
I haven't seen My Hero, but I knew how
Death
SAO
Gun
went.
is the best villain name ever. Death Gun is such a
Death Gun, yeah, Death Gun.
such a threatening villain name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't you be scared of someone named Death Gun who calls himself Death Gun
Death Gun has joined your lobby.
in a video, literally in a video game?
Mm.
What else do
Nah.
you do with a gun?
Dude, Death Gun and Overwatch.
That could be an Overwatch name.
Dude, we would see that and be like, yeah, nice
Yeah.
job.
No,
12-year-old.
that's Doomfist's partner, Death Gun.
Death Gun.
Doomfist, Death Gun. Death
He's
Gun's
the
a
new
new hero.
DPS.
It's just
He's that's gonna be the trans DPS or whatever they're doing. It's
Oh
gonna
my
be
God.
Death Gun.
Did you see? Oh, it may have been you that posted the tier list.
Yeah. I like how the bottom of the list was no double dipping. It had characters that were already like some sort of LGBT.
Yeah. Did you hear about this, Rob?
Yeah, I saw that list.
They said.
So what
it's
is it? So where did this all originate? They said that they're someone's trans, or
They said they're thinking about
They're thinking of introducing a trans character.
into Overwatch, whether that be a character that already exists or a new one.
Yeah.
so
And
people have been trying to figure out if they were gonna make someone trans.
Yeah.
Who would it be?
Yeah.
Here's the thing, okay?
I like the
tier list real quick.
The tier
I know people said no double dipping, right?
Well, this is tier list. Probably is a.
But like, I could see them saying Tracer is trans.
They could say anything, really.
Well, I don't know if you could argue that Torbjorn is trans.
Well, that was one. That was actually a tier.
That was a tier of.
Unless they could, because those are the characters that have confirmed to have children.
Yeah.
Right. That becomes a little tricky.
So like, but it's also the future, so you never know.
Oh yeah, I mean they could just make it happen.
There it is.
Yeah, some of those tiers. I think one was like robot.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to go bottom to top or top to bottom?
Oh, let's go.
Dude, let's start with bottom because I like a good bottom.
No, I want to start at the top because I feel like I gotta go through that one really quickly.
All right.
Well, I already.
Well, then,
Well, no. I don't know.
well,
I'm gonna
then
start at the bottom
somewhere.
since we already have two of those. I'm gonna start at the bottom.
Okay.
So bottom again was no double dipping. So Baptiste, Farah, Tracer, Heartweaver.
Life
What
Weaver.
is that?
Light
Wait,
Weaver.
what's Pharaoh?
Oh, lesbian.
Oh, I didn't realize Pharaoh.
She was
was-
recently confirmed a lesbian, like a
Yeah,
couple days ago.
her and Baptiste are the
Oh.
latest drops from
And
the Overwatch.
Soldier?
Oh.
What
You know Soldier?
No.
Soldier's gay.
He is?
Yeah. You know that?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Dude, I knew that one.
Where have you been?
I don't know. When was that? When did that happen?
Really?
Dude, that's been a thing at least as long as I've been playing, Dustin.
A couple years ago?
And then above that is Robot. So Bastion, Orisa, Ramatra, Zen, Echo.
Mhm.
Right up there, right above that would be base, but probably avoided because of Buff Woman. Junker Queen, Zarya, Brigitte.
Yeah.
And then there's
It's also probably avoided because buff women's sad face.
sad face. Then next is probably not, unless they added lore about medicine advancing to the point where trans men and trans women can impregnate / be pregnant. It's just Anna and Torbjorn.
I love how long.
This is so much longer than the other ones. It only has 2 people in it.
Yeah.
Only 2 characters have confirmed children?
And
Really?
Torbjorn.
I feel like there's way more than that. Alright.
And right above was the funny options, Winston and Hammond. 2 animals. That would be hilarious.
That would be a little funny.
If Hammond was trained.
Dude, Hammond, I could see them doing Hammond.
It's a girl hamster, but a boy robot. Trans.
Dude, I could almost see them doing Hammond.
Honestly, Blizzard at this point.
I have my prediction. I have my prediction.
Right up above that, the enlightened options, which is Moira, Junkrat, Roadhog, Reaper, Sigma, Reinhardt, and Doomfist.
What do they mean by enlightened?
Enlightened, like the smart person, but the person what they should do.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then above that is the safe options, which everyone knows: Genji, Diva, Ashe,
Everyone.
Here's the
Cassidy,
thing.
Hanzo.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I like Junkrat a lot. Don't make it Junkrat. And
Why?
here's why.
Why?
What's the personality trait of Junkrat? Guy's mentally insane. Don't try to put the transgender one as the mentally insane person. That's a bad idea.
It's Blizzard, man.
Yeah, but like
I
that's
mean,
the exact opposite message you
By
want.
that logic, they all kill people. Are they going to say that making
No,
a trans person a
but like
murderer?
Junkrat's literally crazy. Dust.
For
Like,
bombs.
Yeah,
That's
for bombs.
it.
This is a cartoonishly thing.
I'm just saying
I'm
that
just saying,
I
if you
think
playing with that, like you heading to dangerous territory with every character, really.
I don't think so.
I mean, you make it Genji, and then you're like, oh, so we'll trans
No,
people.
here's who I
Trans people
think.
can double jump.
You're right. We did it. We solved it.
It has to be
Here's-
Genji.
It has to be Genji.
Either has to be Genji or whoever it is has to have double jump added to their kit.
Here's who I think it'll be. You ready?
Yes.
I think it's gonna be May.
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 I
It's
could
May.
see it. I could see it.
May. It's gonna be May.
I could definitely see it.
She was frozen.
She was.
All her friends are dead.
And then she defrosted. I was like, Starting to. I had a lot of time to think in there.
Well, her dick froze off, so
Snowball.
I'm gonna say Sombra.
I could see Sombra.
Hackers are always trans.
What?
They want to play on with a stereotype.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
ever
that's
see
the opposite of
the,
what we should do.
Did you ever see the TikTok that was like, what if we put 100 trans women and 10 men on an island, and then the guys like, it does a TikTok thing where like they stop it and they start recording their own thing. So it's like, what if we put 100 trans women and 10 men on an island, and then the guy goes, we would get the best hyperpop ever created. Hell yeah. Let's fucking do it. I feel like they're... I don't know. They could. I don't know. I feel like they would just... Not like they add lore anyway. You really get away with anything.
Yeah.
I guess.
Especially the thing is they're trans. It's not gonna change anything about them now.
Yeah.
You know who else I could actually see them saying as trans?
Yeah.
I know they said they probably wouldn't because buff female, but like Junker Queen.
Do we...
Junker Queen was a Junker King before. I could see it.
I mean, maybe.
Or, just introduce a new hero.
If anything, I feel like that's probably going to be the most likely option.
I think that's the best option. Because I feel like whenever you're designing a character, especially like one where you're going to have them be transgender, I feel like that's something where you're better off coming up with your plan beforehand.
You don't want it to feel
Like-
shoehorned in. Just
Right, exactly. You don't want it
they
to feel
just
shoehorned in.
They
You want it to feel like
took the tag and put it on whatever character to kind of fit
right.
I mean, they've been doing it though, haven't they?
Kind of.
Well, you could kind of
All
get
these
away
are
with.
shoehorned.
Well, no. I don't
Yeah,
think
Rob
all
was-
of them were.
Rob was here from the very beginning, especially when Tracer
Sure.
was first announced, so he knows if they were. Um,
But like,
they at least
you could make an argument about it being other ways. I think.
Okay, here's the rundown, okay?
Yeah.
Here's the rundown. Lifeweaver launched being Pan.
Yeah.
Based.
Yep.
Sick. Awesome. When Lifeweaver was first in the game, they had a voice interaction with Baptiste where they were all flirty. Everyone knew Baptiste. Everyone knew at that point. All right. Everyone knew.
Mm-hmm.
All right. They had a flirty voice line. It was like, okay, he's at least vibing with Lifeweaver a little bit. So we know what it we have a ballpark. Farah. The community made Farah gay in 2016. No one is as soon as the first person played Farah Mercy in a quick play game, they were like, all right, yeah, we know this, all right. And if Blizzard wanted to do anything different, they didn't have a choice because that headcanon has been cemented. The only thing they had to do was do Mercy 2 and make Farah Mercy real. But you know what? Who cares?
One step at a time. One step at a time.
Tracer. I think they did a good job with Tracer. The game was new at the time.
Was Tracer gay from the very beginning?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
The very first. It was like the game released in May and it was Christmas that year.
Oh, okay.
But they did a good job. They had a comic and was really.
That might have been a situation too where like they knew what they wanted to do with Tracer. They just didn't.
I'm trying to think if people were mad at Blizzard at all at that time.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they were.
I'm like,
people get mad about everything.
I'm wondering, because it's a little weird that it's like, one's mad at Blizzard. Oh, hey,
that's what you meant, right?
Was the timing right for that? Okay.
Yeah, they also do that.
Where I'm just thinking, like, okay, people are mad at Blizzard. Okay, how do we make people not mad at us?
They throw a pride flag at them.
I need 2 characters. I need 2 more gay characters. Stat. Like,
nice.
Make a comic.
Yeah, and it's Blizzard, so you don't really know, right?
Yeah,
you really can't trust them. And then Soldier, they just kind of said Soldier, and then they didn't say anything after it, and everyone was just like, all right, cool. It killed the Soldier and a ship, but whatever. No one cared.
Oh, there was a Soldier and a ship.
Yeah, of course there was. They're both old. And work together, and we're on the same team. I was talking earlier, like I think it was maybe yesterday. I was talking about like how like the old school like Overwatch ships, like the first ones to come out, the B thing. The first ones being like Farah Mercy, Lucio, Diva, and Mikanzo. Mikanzo was huge.
Mm-hmm.
Mikanzo still holds strong in my heart.
Yeah.
Even though that's not his name anymore.
Yeah. Casanzo.
Yeah, no one's come up with a cool ship name. The coolest ship name I've ever heard for Overwatch.
What about Hansa?
Coolest ship name. We'll workshop that one.
All right, sure.
I'll put a pin in it. Coolest ship name I've ever heard for an Overwatch ship.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember how I found this on Twitter. It was a weird place on Twitter. But it was Lucio Junkrat. And they called the ship Boombox.
Yo!
And I was like, that is
clever.
I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel about the ship, but that name goes crazy.
No, that's clever.
Junkrat May was another early one. Mainly because it was the so sometimes you have ships that are like they fit together, like people do it because they make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like Lucio Diva, they're both like stars. They're both like celebrities.
Right.
There's also ships that are like people do it just because they are so opposite.
Right.
And early on, there was a voice line where it just made clear that of like pretty much anyone in Overwatch, the person most done with Junkrat's bullshit was Mei. Like Mei just did not like Junkrat at all. Anytime, like I forget what it was, but that one interaction they had, she was just so you could just hear it how fed up she was with him.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was one of those like contrast ships where they're like they are so separate. It's like it's the Bakugo or
Rakugo. I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, it's
that's
one.
just crazy.
Yeah, it's like they're so opposite. People are just doing it just for the just to
be different.
Just because it's opposites, the opposites attract kind of ship.
Mm-hmm.
Lazy ship.
And then there's ones like Genji Mercy that's like essentially confirmed.
Genji Mercy?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Genji Mercy's always been a thing. There's always been voice lines in the game. You're like, Angela, I brought you some chocolates.
Oh, that's nice. I didn't know
that. Lore-wise, Genji, you know, when he nearly died, when his brother killed him, it was Mercy. Mercy who did most of the putting them back together.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So that ship's basically in the game. That's basically confirmed. Kind of like to go My Hero again. That's Uraraka Deku. It's like, yeah, everyone knows. You're Nakia, obviously. From episode 1, we all knew.
All right.
Yeah, a little lore.
Lore is fun.
A little lore for you. Hey,
a lore drop.
A little lore drop. You guys got any lore? Got any lore you like?
I'm racist.
Yeah, apparently.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite fan theory.
So important you had to say it twice, huh?
Favorite fan theory.
My favorite fan theory is that Dustin from the Let's AM podcast is racist, and the reason that he was kicked off the podcast for like 3 episodes is because he called Matt the N-word. And it took him 3 weeks to get it. It took him 3 weeks to break to
3 weeks straight of just saying the N-word to get it out of his system.
I was like, if you say it again, can't be on this week. He's like, it might be worth it.
Wait. So anytime I don't want to be on the podcast, all I have to do is say the N-word? All right, good to know.
To do.
No,
I guess nothing.
Only. No, it only works for Dustin.
Oh man.
You just get shunned if you say it.
I just get shunned. Yeah.
We send you to the shadow realm.
We just simply won't like you.
Yeah. We'll just be like, okay, get Georgia in here.
Damn.
Georgia and Fanatic. The bench, as Dustin likes to call them.
B squad.
Can't believe you called them the bench. It's true.
I mean,
It's true. They are the bench.
B squad. 2 of them plus Shane.
Yo.
And Stanley.
And Stanley, yeah.
And Stanley.
Solid B squad.
Hell yeah. Love the B squad.
Yeah.
They're like the Beast team from what's that show? Where they did things. And they saw things.
The show where they did things.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mythbusters.
Ah, yeah.
There was a B team?
There was a B team.
Yeah, there was a B team.
I didn't really watch Mythbusters.
I watched a little bit of it.
I only know that from the Epic.
Yo, Matt. Did you know there's a fun lost media thing about Mythbusters?
No. Please. Tell me more.
There's one experiment that they did which did not go great. And so it did not go onto TV.
Is that the one where they launched a cannonball into some guy's house?
Nope. So they wanted to test the myth of there's the myth where the box the cereal comes in has more nutrients than the cereal itself. So to test it,
That sounds like someone in their writer's room just really wanted to eat a cereal box.
Well, no. So this is how they tested, okay?
Okay.
So they got 3 groups of mice together. One of them was fed normally, one of them was fed cereal, and one of them was fed nothing but the cardboard box.
Oh, no.
And then they came back after the weekend. And the mice that were given only the cardboard box, well, they found something else to eat. Each other.
Yeah.
So they cannibalized each other. To the point where, like, you could literally see a rib cage, apparently.
Myth busted?
Yes, Smith was busted.
Yeah.
The most sad and confused and ashamed myth busted. They're doing a pathetic smile to the camera.
They thought the footage was cool, but they were told that under no circumstances were they allowed to put that on TV. The fun part is that they have the footage. They actually showed it at a university one time. But then, like, immediately got notification from the network of, haha, never do that again.
This is why you guys can't cancel your meal plan. Because this will happen.
Basically, yeah. But it was, it is interesting, then.
All right,
But
so
yeah, that's pretty bad for the mix.
all right, so here's the experiment we're gonna run. Okay,
Yeah, we're doing one. Okay.
one of us for the next week
Okay.
can eat regularly.
Okay.
I'll take that.
Wow, brave of you.
Dibs.
One of us can only eat cereal.
I guess I'll take dibs on that because I'm guessing the last one's a really bad option.
And the last one of us,
You, Matt.
I will only eat cardboard.
All right. Good luck.
I will only eat cereal boxes.
All right. Let me know how that goes for you.
Yeah, it will go swimmingly. I am just going to eat some very food.
Well, I wouldn't go swimming 30 minutes after eating your box.
I'm going to eat some food-shaped cardboard boxes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have fun with that.
All right, and then if I'm not here next week, it's because I ate these two.
Because he died.
I am going to eat Dustin.
And
yeah?
And then Dustin will yet again not be on the podcast. Indefinitely.
You have to miss D&D again.
I'm gonna eat raw instead of Dustin.
I'm gonna feel bad if I'm late on work again Monday.
I thought about that earlier.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if I get I will go deliver mail with you. I will. I don't work Mondays, dude. You want? I will ride in the car. I will. Hey, 4 hands are faster than 2, buddy.
Yes, yeah.
We are playing D&D Monday. We're doing our stupid soundboard session that's been delayed for 2 months, and I kind of want to just get over with. So let's fucking go.
At this point, do you have the other books ready now?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Dude, I've been doing so much lore stuff.
You've been fine-tuning it with all the time.
Everything's done, man. All the lore that only Fanning's going to appreciate. Yeah, man.
I'll appreciate it.
Yeah, you keep saying that.
Yeah, I don't know why you don't believe me. It's the man who killed the cook.
Dustin.
Dustin did?
Yeah.
I killed the cook.
Dustin, what the fuck?
Yes. It was like Dustin was like, "Yo, can you fix my laptop?" And the cook was like, "Hell yeah, bro." And then
I waited a month,
and then you
and then I get a call saying, "Oh, if you just go to Best Buy, we'll get you a new one." And I killed him.
Hey, new one Wednesday though, right?
Yep,
Oh boy.
that was a whole thing.
It better be here. It better be there.
Because this is also yesterday. Went to Best Buy. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get my laptop back. Go to Geek Squad, explain to him the situation, and he was able to confirm to like his crew. I was like, okay, yeah, you're not just lying to me for a free laptop. You are due for a new one. So he's like typing a whole bunch of stuff in, and he gives me like a gift card for $1,800. I'm like, oh, sick, a laptop and a gift card for $1,800. Awesome. And he's like, okay, have a nice day. I'm like, whoa, what about where? What do I do with the laptop? He's like, oh, just go to the computer section, go get a laptop, and someone over there can help you. It's like, oh, I have to get a new laptop? Like, I have to go through the purchasing process again? I was like, yeah, he has to.
Wait,
Oh,
I'm confused. So you got given the gift card.
yes.
You went to the store, or you're at the store.
I'm already at the store, yeah.
So why couldn't you
What?
just get the laptop then?
I thought the way the guy in the voicemail made it sound, they were just going to hand me a new laptop. I didn't know I was going to have to, like, go through the cashier again or whatever. But apparently that's how it works. They just give you a
But the
gift card for
laptop's at the school, isn't it? At the store, isn't it?
No,
what laptop?
Your original was sent out to MSI, right?
Yeah. My original
Yeah.
laptop was sent to MSI.
Right, but you're getting a new laptop.
Yes.
Were they not at the store?
No, I had to like go to the computer section and like get a new one.
Right, but you were at the store.
Yes.
So you walked
They
over to the computer section.
Yes.
And you got a new laptop.
Holy shit, I'm in the middle of the story, guy.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But wait, Dustin, you're at the store.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Go on. I
With
didn't
the
realize
gift
you were still
card.
in the middle.
Yes, I have I have a gift card. The guy at Geek Squad gave me the gift card. He's like, go to the computer section, get a new computer. And this dude says, and you know, if the computer is more than what's on the gift card, you can just pay the difference. I remember thinking like, you better pray to God that there's not a difference I have to pay. Pray to every God that you can think of that I don't have to pay any dollar amount while I'm here. Because this whole entire thing was supposed to be free.
Yeah. Hey, and
So-
Geek Squad
Yeah.
coming clutch always.
Yeah, totally. So as I go to computer section, I talk to them. I explain to the computer assistant like what I did. And like, okay, well, you know, obviously since you guys in 2020, we don't have that laptop anymore. Which I didn't. I know technology moves fast, but I wasn't expecting that. I thought, I don't know, they would still have it or something.
Hmm.
So you know, I'm just gonna find a gaming laptop that's roughly the price you have in your gift card. You know, she's just typing. She's looking through her phone on the website, seeing what they have. You know, she's like, "Oh, you want the same brand?" It's like, I just want a gaming laptop that'll be covered by this gift card. Everything else is, who cares? That's the only two things I care about.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going through. It's like, okay, yeah. Well, I got one right here. That'll be a good. It's basically an upgrade, but we don't have it yet. But I can get it sent to you for Wednesday. And I'm like, okay, cool. We'll
Can
just do that, I guess.
Yeah, you ask her like, can you do like Sunday?
She did ask, "Is like, do you need it tonight?" I was like, I mean, technically, I guess I don't. I would like it sooner rather than later, though. So then that's when we were able to get that sent to me on Wednesday.
Dude, I would have been like, well, you guys kept me without a laptop for
A
2
month.
months. I guess
Yeah.
another week will suffice.
Look,
Then
so I have this thing coming up. It's called D&D. Typically, it's every week. This is the longest stretch we've gone without doing it. That's been unplanned. Can I get it by tomorrow?
And then she
So I
starts asking me questions like, "So you play games on this, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, do you need a mouse?" I'm like, "No, I don't need a mouse. I have one." I was like, "Okay." "Oh, do you want us to give you a second screen with it? Do you want a second monitor on this laptop?" I was like, "Nope, just one's fine. I only need the." Pretty bold to be selling me something that's supposed to be free. Try to get me to pay. He goes, okay, do you want the warranty? Nope, I have a Serbian. I don't need the warranty anymore.
he's like, yeah, I have someone I should have gone to originally.
Yeah. She's like, okay, do you want the antivirus? I'm like, is it going to be covered by the gift card? She's like, nope. It's like, I don't want to pay a single penny for this purchase.
You want to install Mac? You want me to install McAfee on it?
Dude, do you want mac and cheese on it?
I just couldn't believe it. Was like, you're really trying to get me to pay money for something that's supposed to be totally free. I don't want to pay you anything. So eventually I just bought it with the gift card. They didn't add anything on.
How much?
So wait a way
How much did the laptop come out to?
It was like $40 cheaper the original one. So
I was gonna say I would say $13.60 if he's getting $40 back.
Well, $17.60 because it was like.
Oh, it was 18s, right?
Yeah, 1,800 on the card.
Dude, how does this laptop cost $500 more than my whole computer?
Yeah.
Laptop parts are smaller. Not every.
My computer was $1,200.
Not every computer. Also, just I think it's a little bit more efficient just to build PCs than it is to build laptops.
Yeah.
Laptops are smaller. They're more difficult. They include a screen.
So, I mean, kind of an upside. I just got an upgraded laptop and $40 at Best Buy. So I guess that's an upside to it.
There you go.
Damn, if only. Hey, I'm just saying, if you felt bad about delaying your favorite DM's game for 2 months, that lens is looking like $510 because it's at Best Buy. You really wanted to make.
Why does Robert want a lens though?
You really wanted to make a.
Yo!
All right, you're okay.
I'm liking Dustin right now.
All right, okay, all right, Rob. Okay, Georgia and Fetting are gonna be on next week. Fuck you guys. I'm taking away your
Dustin
graduation.
finally gets back just to be replaced.
You're not officially on the podcast.
It's okay. It's okay, Dustin. We can make our own podcast.
No, you can't.
Yeah, sure, you can edit it.
Okay. I always said I think I could.
He says that.
I do say that.
Matt, you just gotta let it happen.
Fine. Do this one.
No. Wait till
do this one. Nope.
Wait till
nope.
I'm more available, please.
Nope. You've been saying it. You can do this one. You're doing this one.
Dude, I'm busy this week.
I don't care. I'm busy every week, and I do it.
I think it's been established there's hardly a deadline anymore, so
You keep saying it. Hey, as long as it's up before we record the next one, that's all I care about.
Yeah.
Hey. All right. Rob, you don't even need to drop anything off this week.
God damn it all.
You're doing it. And you're not getting shit from me.
Can you at least send me the intro?
Nope. Nope.
He's that.
I at least need the intro and